Okay, here we are in section 10.4. It's the last section that we are doing for the year in geometry class, and it's inscribed angles. An inscribed angle is just an angle that the vertex is on the circle. So vertex is on the circle. And not to confuse it with a central angle, because a central angle, as we had done those earlier, central angle, that one is the vertex, is the center of the circle. So do not confuse an inscribed angle with a central angle. An example of an inscribed angle would be, and I've got a bunch of them over here, is like angle RTS. I mean, the vertex has to be on the circle, or we could have like VRS. The vertex here is on the circle. So here's some examples. I did RSV. I mean, there's several. I could also do VTR. We could do STR. There's quite a few. And central angle, there's just one, and that's RPS. All right. So what's unique with the inscribed angle is that the inscribed angle is actually just half the size of the intercepting arc. So, important thing, inscribed angle is 1/2 the degrees of the intercepted arc. And that's going to be the key thing on getting through the assignment today. And in this situation, this is actually even in your, an example, or actually some problems that are in your assignment. But anyway, arc SV is 120. I want to just label all these out here. Arc SV is 120 degrees. So then that would mean that the inscribed angle, which would be SRV, since that's 120, then angle SRV would be 60. So since SV is 120, the inscribed angle SRV equals half of 120 or 60 degrees. Okay, some other things on this. This is perpendicular, I mean, they're not perpendicular, they are congruent. This SV is congruent to RT, so therefore this arc is also 120. Okay, they gave us that RPS equals 76, RPS, and you know that central angles are equal to the arc on these. So I'm going to write up here that this is 76. All right, the only portion we do not know is what arc TV is, but we can actually calculate it very simply. Just add these three parts together. The only thing we don't have is TV. Add them together and subtract that from 360, and that'll give us the measure of TV. So you could add 120, 120, well, that's 240. 240 plus 76. 240 plus 76 is like 336, and then 360 minus 336 would be 44. So then TV is 44. All right. We know all of those, so we can easily calculate, you know, some angles on this, like angle TRV. If this arc is 44, then angle TRV is 22. Okay. Since TV is 44. Then the inscribed angle for that, TRV, is half of 44, which is 22 degrees. And so many other things here. Angle RST, that's the inscribed angle for RT, and it's 120. Half of 120, that's going to be 60 degrees also. So you got all this information. I've given you plenty of knowledge here to finish up the worksheet. If you do have questions, come to the Zoom meeting.